Let's talk about the episode. Let's talk about the episode. So, we got Gabby. She's back in town and she ready to reclaim her man. Her so-called man that she fell in love with after the final show. When she was on her way to Mexico. Well, Gabby, the only person we can blame for this is yourself and your dad. First, we're gonna start with your no good dad that like to commit crimes, then get the whole family in trouble, get the whole family threatened to be killed or whatever, get a hit out on them. We gonna first blame Eduardo. Then we gonna blame you for all that time wasted that you was having feelings with Jake, played, manipulated, trying to use him to get between Chad and trying to get back in the mirror. We gonna blame the whole people around this situation, your dad, yourself, and your feelings that you went tell Jake how you really felt about that man. So now that he's in case you got a problem with it. Well, Gabby, I'm glad you back. Well, I think you're back, but you said you was heading to Arizona since he made the decision for you and he's sleeping with Kate and you didn't like that once you caught that. So now you and your feelings thinking you have a right to be mad and upset with what you told this man. You didn't like him. You don't care for him. Move on. I was just playing you for the mirror. You told all this man this stuff. You left that man all heartbroken. Kate was the one that lifted him up for all that. So I'm not understanding why you so mad at Kate and Jake having sex. You the one sat there and played with that man like that. You the one sat there and did what you did. Talked about the man like a dog. Didn't like the way he handled that with Mr. Shin or whatever. Then once you realize he did something right and it actually worked in your favor, then you try to reverse it back and try to use the man again. Then you got mad because he didn't do it the way you wanted him to do it. He did it in his own unique way that Mr. Shin was fond of, and now you got a problem with Kate and him having sex. Please help me understand why you mad, Gabby. Just help me understand why you mad. Cause last time we checked, you broke that man hard. You ran out of town. You told that man you were just playing around. You were joking. You didn't mean none of that. You don't really care for him. You don't love him. I got to go out of town. I got to go to Mexico. So now that you came back, you realize that your one shot you had to impress this man and really fall in love with this man like you was before your dad came and told you you got to go or you gonna end up dead. You decided to use that to break the man heart and not tell the man what was going on in your life. You done ran to Mexico for a couple of months. Now you coming back thinking that that same prize was gonna be sitting there waiting on you on in the same spot on the table, but you found out somebody else put up that present enjoying your gift, and now laying in bed with your gift, having the time of their life, and now you upset and mad. Gabby, I don't get you, but I'm not gonna give you too much. If what you said was true, I'm congratulating you. I ain't even much mad at you about the whole Jake thing. I just had to get you together there that you can't be mad at this man for moving on. Whether it's Kate, Abigail, any woman in Salem. If he go back to Gwen, you really can't be too mad at that. The way you did that man, you lucky he found somebody else. Cause that man could still be towed up from the floor up now, wondering if you ever coming back to town, if you gonna come pick him back up. You can't be mad because somebody else picked this man up when he was feeling down, missing you, want to start something with you, and you dissed the man and then ran out of town. But if what you said was true, I'm willing to let all that slide. I'm willing to square the whole situation. If you really feel to go to Arizona and be with your daughter, That trumped everything in my book. Cause this was the first time and I don't know how many months that I ever heard you put your daughter first. Well, put your daughter second, and you realize that Jake's situation wasn't gonna work for you. So you decided, well, he didn't make a decision, he with Kay. So since you didn't made your decision, I'm going to Arizona. I was gonna stay here, but since that's straight now, let me go to Arizona with my daughter. If you're doing that, congratulations. If you're doing that, I highly doubt you're going to give up that easily because we done known you for years and we know you're not the type of person that'll give up because we know how vindictive you are. And I don't see you giving up that easy. I'm going to give you a little clap now if you really fit ahead to Arizona with your daughter. But while I'm clapping, I'm having second thoughts that, yeah, you're not giving up that easily. Especially not on a man. You're not giving up that easily. And why do I got the feeling that you finna try to fight Kate and fight anybody else that try to get your man? Why do I have that feeling that you finna do all that? So while I'm congratulating you, I got to knock you down a few more pegs because I believe you're gonna try to get Jake back. I don't think this the end for you. Now, Kay, you might see it as says you might see it as having a good time enjoying yourself. Yeah, you couldn't tell Jake had feelings for you. You really couldn't tell with all that experience under your belt that this man was really falling in love with you. This man already head over heels over you already. You couldn't tell by the second time. You seriously couldn't tell the second time y'all had sex that, wait, this man catching feelings for me. It's just sex. It's just fun. You can catch that man was falling for you. Come on now, Kate, with all that experience and all that old, experience you got under your belt, you should have known that he asked for seconds and thirds. You should have known that there's something that, yeah, you getting attractive. Yeah, you getting yeah, you falling. You falling hard. Let me help you pick you back up and stand you back up. Yeah, don't fall too hard. Fall, but not on my behalf. You can tell by the second sense, by the second you know that he was really falling. Cause if they come back for second and thirds, oh, they happy. They don't want nothing to happen to interfere with that. You couldn't tell, Kate. I'm just amazed at your age range, your experience in the bedroom and your experience with love that you can tell that that man was falling in love with you. I'm kind of embarrassed for you to be your age, and I feel and I saw that the second time he kept on coming back wanting to play in the ice cream. That you said that you couldn't find out that that man was catching feelings for you. I'm a little embarrassed for you, Kate, that you didn't catch that sooner rather than later. And now you had to tell that man, nah, we ain't falling for each other. We don't like each other like that. It's nothing like that. We just having fun trying to calm Gabby down. But you can tell that this man want more out of you. Gabby out of the picture in his eyes, he wants you now. He's happy. But I'm pretty sure Gabby can swing him back her way. But I'm not understanding how you did not catch on that that man was falling for you. Nah. Maybe you can get like maybe the second time you can might say, well, maybe he catching a little seed, maybe he planting some little seeds. But after the third, fourth, and fifth time, you should have said, no, time to cut it off. You falling. I ain't trying to let you fall on my behalf. Let me pick you up. This is not happening. And you want to, end this. He wanted to keep on going with this. You mean to tell me with all these hints he was throwing at you that you can catch that this man really wants something to go on with you? He not caring what's going on with Chad. This man enjoying the company he's spending with you, and you can catch none of it. I mean, okay, we gonna just let you have that. Rafe comes back into town. He got to hear about Hope in the Sierra situation. He's not very happy. He's not very pleased. Then Yeah, he's not pleased about that at all. And he wondered what Hope doing, where is she and all that. Basically, Roman had to tell her that the whole situation with Sierra and Ben and that man, and he said he killed then Hope not giving up hope that she did. She holding on to hope that she's still alive, and God knows where looking for her daughter. So Rafe didn't want to hear that. Then Roman asked him what's going on with the Mexico situation. He said everything fine. Once we got in and we moved to the safe house, I went out to the people. We called them. They locked up for however many years, and they won't be a threat or nothing to us no more. So that situation taken care of and cleared up. It's a shame that the son had to clean up the daddy's mess. Like, Rafe, I know you love him. He would not be a daddy of mine interrupting my life at any time. You and Gabby had it good in Salem. I was waiting for Gabby to finally take the mirror away from Chad. I was looking forward to that moment. Then here go your daddy interrupting our fun and uprooting y'all lives, sending y'all to Mexico because somebody then threatened y'all and threatened to harm y'all because of his because of what he then did. So, Rafe, you grown, you ain't got no kids, unfortunately. You love your family. I know you love your dad a lot. But it's time to at your age and at his age, and he's still getting in trouble, it's time to let him fall on his face. This is the only way he gonna learn. If prison ain't teach him anything, and he's still running around here trying to be a little mob or whatever he's trying to do, it's time to cut him completely off. It's time to let him go. I know you love him. You can love him from a distance, but and he got to come and uproot y'all out and get y'all in trouble while he in trouble, have y'all getting y'all lives threatened, and y'all ain't even much did know what was living y'all life, enjoying y'all life. And that's also messed up, because if you think about it, if Rafe was in town when that Sierra situation would have held, he probably could have helped them got to the bottom of what really happened, before all this mess. He could have helped them got to that, and you probably could have shut it down or whatever and got the Vincent and E. You notice how Rafe left and everything fell to place after that. I bet you if Rafe would have been him, that situation would have been different with Vincent and Eve. It probably would have been a whole lot easier. Probably wouldn't have been through this much stress. Hope probably wouldn't be running around here looking for her daughter. Like, Rafe, you got to start blaming your dad for stuff. Like, it's time for him to man up, and he can't man up. Why are you around this man? Like I said, I know he's your daddy. I know you love him or whatever, but it's time for him to man up. You cannot keep on bailing your daddy out of jail with your credentials. It's time for him to be a man himself. Once he in trouble, he either can, deal with the problem himself or have them take it out on him and not the whole entire family. Like, I just don't get that, how y'all go running. Oh, we in trouble. We in trouble. What you mean we in trouble? You the one caused the trouble. How am I in trouble? Okay, are we in trouble? Why don't you go man up and go to the people that you in trouble with and turn yourself in? Let them beat you, do whatever they got to do with you. They give them people what they wanted to satisfy them. Why don't you go satisfy them? Why must I uproot my life to help you out, a big grown man with kids and got a wife? Well, I don't know if they still married or whatever, but why should I help you? Like, Rafe, it's time to put your foot down with your dad. And like I said, it's about that time. Like, you can't keep on bailing him out. He too grown and too old for that mess. And the more you sit there and do that, the more he gonna continue to do that mess. It's time for him to man up. Speaking of trouble and responsibility and at fault, Claire beating herself up over the whole Jen situation because John had wrapped his hands around Jen's neck. She's in the hospital, and now he locked up for 2 days, and where he locked up for 2 nights in jail until he can get out, or get bailed out if he managed to get bailed out. But with trash at hand, yeah, I don't see him getting bailed out. But yeah. Claire, this is your fault because, like I said, how many people had to warn you about Jen? You chose not to follow that advice. Your mama told you, your daddy told you, your mama told you again, your dad told you again. Marlena saw you with her. Marlena told you, stay away from this woman, she dangerous. Oh no, we suffer with the same mental illness. We can help each other out. Oh no, she's not bad at all. We actually get along. We actually talk and have a nice conversation. She actually my friend. We can help each other out. While you was calling yourself trying to help her out and trying to understand her illness, while she was trying to manipulate you and exploit you for every aspect of your mom and dad life that she did, interrupt the day wedding and put herself there, then try to hurt Belle to try to get with Sean, and then whatever she did, Belle and Heather and Philip bed. So yeah, Claire, it is kind of your fault. Once somebody tell you that somebody is bad, and they keep on telling you and telling you and telling you, even the psychiatrist of the family telling you, stay away from her. She mean you no good. She's using you. That's the girl that tried to blow up your mama. That's the woman that tried to kill your dad. And you still choose to hang around this person after your mom and dad and Marlene and them told you to stay away from this person. Yeah, Claire, it is your fault. Yes, it is your fault. You deserve that guilt. Because I don't know how many red flags you should have got for that woman, but you chose to ignore them. You decided, oh, we mental illness sisters. Let's help each other out. We both suffer from the same disease. We can help each other out and, use each other and become great friends. Why would you want to become friends with somebody like somebody warning you about this person? Was there any doubt in the back of your mind that your mom and your dad and Marlena could actually be telling you the truth and you might want to listen, not sit there and don't listen and do what you gonna do because you feel like doing it, but you chose to do that anyways? So yeah, Claire, it is your fault. Without you feeding her information, she wouldn't have got as far as she wanted. I'm not saying you fed her, the mass information, but you gave her enough seeds for her to follow behind to get exactly what she wanted. Sean and Belle didn't even much get married thanks to Jen and with your help. You can catch subtle clues that she was feeding you that something ain't right. Why you keep on mentioning my mom and dad? They don't get along with you. Like, you should have caught on from the beginning, Claire. You should have been right on her behind. When she kept on breaking up your mom and dad and your happiness and all this, interfering in your life, you should have said, now wait a minute, I want to know you for a few days. Why are you in my business? Why are you so concerned about my mom and dad? My mom and dad already told me you don't like them, so why do you keep on bringing them up? Are you trying to use me to get information on them? So yeah, Claire, it is kind of your fault. Not a whole lot of your fault, but it's enough. Sammy, you got to eat this too. Even though she was getting out, we know with your credentials and your last name being Demara, we know you basically can get anything you want. She wasn't getting out per se right away, but you kind of fast forward that process along, like you said. You fast forward that process from the back of the line, maybe weeks or months down the road, getting her out. You kind of picked her up and led her to the front of the line where she could be the next person released. So yes, Sammy, it is your fault too. Because if you went to help quick processed her out and helped her got out in the process trying to get back at Nicole and Eric, trying to get custody of your grandson, yeah, we won't be dealing with Jan Spears. But in the second hand of that, I kind of thank you for bringing Jan Spears on to us, because you actually gave us a storyline for this love, the end of this year. So I am kind of grateful you did, bring us a little storyline, an actual good storyline. You actually gave us something to work with. The writers actually gave me something to work with. So you know what? Even though it is your fault, Sammy, I'm going to give you a pass. You gave me a storyline with that Jan Spears situation and with the Eric and the custody battle of that baby. You gave me a storyline, and I appreciate that, Sammy. Even though you was dead behind wrong, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, and that's why I love you, Sammy. You know how to bring me, you know how to bring me out, and you know how to bring me on schedule. You know how to keep me working. Even days don't feel like I wake up, I don't feel like doing days today. Nope, not doing days today. Then Sammy always bring me back up. And when days don't feel like doing days, she always, bring something right along. Like the Jan Spears character I didn't know nothing about. She introduced me to, gave me a nice little storyline with her. I don't think Jan quite done yet, but thank you, Sammy, for bringing Jan Spears into my life and giving me something to actually work with. From the Eric and the custody battle to now Jan Spears messing up Bill and Sean, whatever they call that, because they're not married. And then with Claire, then with the twist with Claire, and she getting information from Claire. Then she snuck in Belle. Well, she held Belle hostage, tried to break up their well, tried to marry Sean. Sean wasn't here from it from that manipulation. And then John about choked her out. So thank you, Simon, for bringing Jan Spears into my life. Um, um, Justin, Justin, Jack, Jennifer, Bonnie. We gonna go ahead and wrap that on up in one little tiny little cute bow too. But Justin, like I said, I rather trust you with my life any day than I will with Belle. And this is why. How in the devil did you talk Ben out of all them charges he was facing from the Vincent situation to now? How did you talk this man out to get him probation and a healthy fine? How? Now I bet you if Belle had that same thing and all she had to do was give a nice little speech or convince them, I bet you Belle wouldn't be able to do that. You would at least had to do something. With Belle, I bet you she wouldn't be able to maneuver that way to get being out. I bet you she wouldn't have worked that hard. See, this is why I would trust Justin any day with my life than I will with Belle. Cause Belle is a half lawyer, and sometimes well I ain't gonna say she ain't too bad when she really wanna do actual work, when she actually wanna do some work and put in work and get results. She'll do it. Now I will give her that. But when she feel defeated or when somebody put her in the corner, besides clawing and scratching her way out, she'll sit there be hemmed up in that corner, just like Jen had her hemmed up in the room and in rooms how many times, and she didn't claw or fight her way out of it. This is why I would trust Justin any day. If I was in Salem, if I was in Salem and any type of danger, this is why I would trust Justin over Belle right here. We don't know how you did it. All we know is being with free with probation. Don't know how you did after assaulting the officer and all that, but Justin, you the man. Give Belle that type of task, I promise you she wouldn't have got nowhere with it at all, not even much close. Ben probably would have ended up with probably a month in jail or so. She probably would have talked it down, but not as good as Justin talked that judge down or whoever that was down to probation. Now, that's a good lawyer. They can talk you down out of all them charges. Because Ben was looking at some jail time because don't no cop or no police station play about assaulting one of their own. Now, how did Justin get Ben out of that end with his history? Now, that's a good lawyer. That's somebody I want on speed dial. Let something happen. Get Justin on the line for me, please. Give me Justin. If I gotta pay you back, if I gotta pay you back $100 or whatever, I'll pay you back. Just get me off. Now, see, that's a lawyer with dedication right there. Belle, like I said, Belle good when she want to be good, but when she want to be lazy, she give you lazy. But I'll take Justin over Belle any day. Now, Jennifer, I saw that little situation with you and Bonnie. You basically let Bonnie get you in trouble, calling yourself up there calling yourself up there trying to flirt with no mans. You still married. Bonnie trying to get to know Justin. You don't think Jack supposed to react to that? That you entertaining other mans? Even though he did cheat on you or whatever, that's still your husband. So now you doing tit for tat. You gonna let a single person get you in trouble, never had a ring in her life, get you in trouble, and you still married? That was y'all wedding anniversary y'all was having. That wasn't no wedding y'all was having that went wrong, and now you free to do whatever you want to. Just cause you feel like Jack cheated on you when you was in that coma, don't mean you get a pass to cheat. So while you sitting up there getting drunk with Bonnie and them two mans, just remember you're a married woman. Don't forget that. You're married. Justin and Bonnie, they can work that out whether they do or don't. That's like that ain't none of our business. But in the eyes of the law, Jennifer, Jack might have cheated on you while you was in your coma. But baby, you are a married woman. Don't even much try. I saw you up there and I was like, oh, no, she didn't go that far. Yes, she did. Now the last part. Xander, you got some nerves. Like for real, for real. You say, well, let's put it this way. You went running to Kristen, demanding answers on who this person is that came to see her that's trying to take down Titan because you feel they working for Philip or she or the person working for, well, the person, well, I can't even say it right. Xander, I mean, Philip working with this person that's trying to take Titan down. So you feel like let me go ahead, go to Kristen, ask her what's up and what's going on, and let me see what she tell me the truth. Xander, have you forgotten what you and Victor did to this woman for a year? That's still gonna stick with her for the rest of her life. That she thought her daughter was dead. Cause you and Victor decided to play a joke on somebody, not realizing the ripple effect this was gonna have. Just because Sarah gave you, don't mean that Kristen gonna forgive you too. If I was Kristen, I would have gave you all my best. And I don't mean happy, pleasant, laughing, none of that. I would have gave you my absolutely best and told you why the devil shall I help you? Why shall I tell you anything? Who you look like coming out here demanding answers for? Want you the same person that played around with my child for a year, had me thinking my child was dead for a year, and you had a nerve and audacity to come down here and you think I would give a darn about Titan? You think I give a darn about Titan? Like she said, if they take Titan down, oh well, who cares? You played God with that woman for a whole year, you and Victor. Do you really think she cared? And you try to use the law, oh, that's Brady's legacy. Brady don't give a damn about no damn Titan. So you run that up to say what? Brady don't care. Brady care less about Titan, cause he feel the same way Kristen feel. Even though they do got their daughter back, that still stings that they missed a whole year of their daughter alive. So I'm not understanding why you thought Kristen was gonna give you any information on that, and why you thought, oh, let me bring up Brady and that's his legacy. That should make her want to help me. No. Mm-mm. If anything, Brady would have been there applauding her and egging her on. Brady wouldn't have been on your side regardless. Yes, Brady might miss the money, but Brady, Xander, you didn't did too much. And y'all interfering and Philip Line trying to find out who he working with or whatever. So y'all gonna call y'allself break up the next episode. Y'all gonna pretend like y'all broke up, but she can get it in on Philip and she can call herself use Philip to get with. I don't care. I really don't care when it come to y'all too. Have fun. It ain't gonna work. Even if it do work, who gonna care? The damage would already be done anyway. So I'm not understanding, but okay. Anyways, though, y'all, that was the episode. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy the rest of y'all night. Bye.